How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and bear with me because my allergies have been killing me, and this damn tooth is also causing problems in my throat, my nose. So I can't wait till I go to the dentist this week and have it yanked. It's causing a lot of problems with talking and swallowing, which is why I have to keep redoing videos all the time in part. Well, I have a little Ratty Patty news, but it's kind of hard to talk about Ratty Patty when she hasn't been around. Kathy had to take the bus over here, and it's not any of Paperboy's business how long Kathy stayed or didn't stay. So, anyway, and Paperboy is on Belgab, by the way. I don't know why he's asking how long she stayed here. It's none of his affair. It's between me and my girlfriend. But the ratty one bought a van, E-I-E-I-O, and everywhere the van went, Patty was sure to go, except that she can't go anywhere now. And I love it. She bought this van, the guy, and it was registered 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not clear on this. I think it's like 4 years ago. She'd have to pay the registration fees. It wouldn't pass smog. And now she goes to the DMV and finds out the van doesn't have all the paperwork. It's registered in Texas. And there's even some question whether or not the guy who sold it to her, whether or not it's his van or not. He may be selling somebody else's property. It may be stolen. Only Patty would buy a van that might be stolen and not check it out first. But I've gone through this no paperwork stuff with a car that was given me once and had to pay a lot of money to re-register it and, get a note from the original owner saying, yeah, this used to be my car. Or get paperwork. I don't remember. It's been 30 years since I had that particular Chevy that was given to me by a friend of mine who's no longer around me. Mark, rest in peace. And so Patty's got this van she can't drive. She's driving around with no license. The van isn't registered. I don't know where she's got it parked. It won't pass smog. And it's probably going to cost 4 times or more money than what she paid for it. She paid $250 for it to register it, get it smog, get the paperwork straightened out. Now she's going to go back to the guy who sold it to her, and she's really pissed off about it. But Patty, this is the kind of thing that Patty does. She does things half-cocked and doesn't think about what she's doing, and nor does she ask for any advice from someone who's been there, done that, got the T-shirt. She could have asked me, but she won't talk to me. So I pass things along to Kathy, and I tell Kathy to tell Patty about this sort of stuff. So now she's got 2 cars that won't pass smog, and a third with bad shocks. That's registered, but she's got no license. And Kathy got given a little folding cart by someone in her building, so now she doesn't have to carry her groceries around. So I'm happy for her for that. I need one of those myself. And I'm starting to give $50 a month to Kathy starting next month toward the car fund. So that's the Ratty Patty story for now. She's got a van that's undrivable, won't pass smog, and might be stolen. And I just shake my head like, what's next in this saga of the Ratty Patty, of the Rat Queen? What dumbness will she do again? And people say I denigrate her. It's not a matter of denigrating. It's a matter of talking about someone who's my girlfriend's girlfriend who is really, really not all there and who does really stupid things. Now, not that I've never done anything stupid. I admit freely to it. But I got to hear about this stuff on the phone all the time from Kathy, and I go, why? Why am I being subjected to this? It's funny, but it's like, my God, how How many times can one person do the same stupid stuff over and over again? And she does it. She asks for no advice. Oh, I can drive to Minneapolis to get a car with you. Or I can get this van and fix it up and resell it. Just like she got the station wagon. Oh, yeah, that's the other story. I forgot about that. There is another story with Patty. She's got this station wagon. Excuse me. That was given to her in lieu of rent. It's a 1991 Subaru wagon. And this thing is even probably more a piece of crap. I haven't seen the van, so I don't know. Then the van. It's got power windows. Only one of them is partially rolled down. The car's like an oven. The air conditioner doesn't work. The heater doesn't work. There's no radio. The key is broken off in the ignition. And it needs a new catalytic converter, which would cost about $260. Plus, you'd have to pay someone to put it in. And as usual with Patty, the registration is 3 or 4 or 2 years old. She'd have to pay the tags on that. And it won't pass smog because it's got a bad catalytic converter. So Kathy's not just got one crapmobile, 2 crapmobiles, but 3 crapmobiles, because she's got a 19, God knows how many years old it was. I think it's a 19-year-old Honda. That's a piece of crap, too. You feel every bump, rut, hole in the road. And she blames that there's too much weight in the car. Well, Kathy's ridden around in that car without me being in it, and she feels every pothole and bump and rut in the road, too. So it's not me, it's the damn car. It needs shocks, and it's a piece of crap. I'm amazed it runs at all. So now there's a trifecta. The Ratty Queen has 3 crappy vehicles, only one that runs barely. And so, and Kathy's not happy because she feels that Patty could give her the station wagon. Oh, there's another thing. This handyman. I don't know where the handyman's from. I guess where Patty lives. And he offered her $500 for the station wagon. But now he wants to pay it in 2 increments. And both Kathy and I said, this guy's going to pay her half and disappear. She'll never hear from him again. Now, unless you know someone really well, you don't take payments on a car. This is some guy she just met. She didn't know who he is. Handymen come and go in apartment. Apparently, he works in the building where she now lives. But he can leave tomorrow, and she'd be holding the bag. And even if she doesn't pass along the paperwork, you can, come up with a way to get around that, I'm sure. Somebody could sign Patty's name to paperwork and say it's her car. But that car apparently is not registered either, and who knows where it's registered. It could be registered in Mexico for all I know. So Patty's going to get screwed again because she got a free car this time that needs, well, all I know is the last time I had to put an ignition switch in a car, it was $150, and that's back in the 80s. So you're talking at least $400 just to change the catalytic converter and the ignition switch, not counting labor, plus whatever the thing needs registered. You'd have to get someone to fix the motors and the power windows and run around with no air conditioner, no heater. Radio is simple to put in if you know what you're doing. I don't, but I know the concept. I just couldn't do it. I guess if someone showed me how to put a radio in, I could. But who's gonna do all this work in a 20-year-old, 17-year-old car? And even after you change the catalytic converter, it still might not pass smog. All right. I'll do another video later. This is the guy from Pittsburgh, George Senda. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.